USA is soccer for social change, and we really believe that ending homelessness is a team sport. So what does that mean? Well, what we do is we work with shelters and youth shelters and different homeless service organizations around the country, and we build relationships of trust through playing sport together, through soccer, and then we use that trust as a platform to deliver life and job skills that really help people make a difference in their lives. So our main outcomes are education, health, employment, and housing. And what we find is that the people that join our teams and go through that street soccer process, 75% of them within a year have a positive outcome in one of those areas. So it's really amazing. And we don't give a lot to the players. We just make them run sprints and set personal goals, and they do it. You know, it really works. So we started with one team, and now we're in 18 cities nationally. We started a whole women's group, so there's a full women's tournament here in D.C. This is our national cup. We'll choose. We send 8 ambassadors, male and female, who we choose for their achievements on and off the field to the International Homeless World Cup. So we're part of a larger family, sport for social change programs in 64 countries that once a year come together to the Homeless World Cup. And so this is our Street Soccer USA National Cup. And it's been just an amazing celebration of the human spirit, really. Our folks, deal with amazing adversity, and for a weekend they just get to be soccer players and have fun and feel proud, and it's a beautiful thing.
Talk a little bit more about the origins. This was just basically you and your brother at first, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, Rob, so I started this thing in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had done some volunteer work at the homeless shelter there, and I started seeing younger kids on the street, and they needed something different. So I said, well, how about sports? And we started playing soccer, and then we read about the Homeless World Cup movement after we formed this team, and so we signed up, and the next thing you knew, we had this group of folks that were literally camping out in Charlotte, and we were at the Homeless World Cup in Edinburgh, Scotland. And that group all got off the street and stayed involved in the program, and we started to build it, and we developed, and really analyzed what we did, and we started to develop a really good model. And that was it. We were one team, and we said, wow, this is so powerful. It underscores everything that people need, community, accountability. We should share it. And so we held a training conference, and that was the genesis of 9 cities. We had our first cup. We developed a little more, and now we're in 18 cities and have applications for a lot of other programs that want to get started.
Mm-hmm. When did you kind of get the sense that this could be something transformative, that you knew you had
this was transformative from day one. It was like nothing else we ever did. I mean, just the visceral return on sprinting and running and playing sports was so big, and for our folks, they were outside, on the sidelines of life, and to be literally in the game was really galvanizing. The other thing I think is that, what we say is that if you don't have a community and a sense of purpose in life, there's no home worth keeping. When you do have those things, there's nothing that can keep our players from a home. And it's so true because when you're part of a team, you have people that care about you. You're letting them down when you don't follow through on things. And having that community, and human beings are social beings, so having that and building it through sports is so easy, it's so honest. That's really the best kind of medicine or training program you can provide. And so we've gotten very technical with what we do in terms of the curriculum. But at the end of the day, it's just about caring people in people's lives who don't have it. For me personally, when I was 9 years old, my house burned to the ground, and my family, my brothers and mom, we lost everything. But the community was there for us. We moved in with my grandparents, and people gave us clothes, and my baseball mitt from my dentist. It literally lifted us up. And what I saw in the homeless community was folks that just didn't have it. And so we started doing it for a year, and then I got Rob involved, and when he was still a college soccer player, and he's stayed involved to this day. It's just been, we call it our family, and it really is. We know when we do this type of intervention that it's for the long term, and we're not just dropping it on people's lives, playing some soccer and leaving. We're creating a structure that's going to be here 50 years from now. So what's exciting is to see it grow. When we say, hey, we want to build an institution, a national institution that's going to be around 50 years, to actually see it start to take place. And Now the program's developed. Now we're trying to develop the sport of street soccer. So we're setting up these regional tournaments. We've got infrastructure pieces, these fields that we can travel and bring this experience to different cities. So that's really what we're doing, building it slow, building it the right way.
I guess you're growing that to the local community, getting average everyday players involved in this kind of unique brand of soccer you have.
Yeah, I think music and sport is what unites us, and more than any other sport, soccer's it. So what a great way to bring people together. Once you play on a field with somebody, your relationship with them has changed forever. So a lot of times people are like, "Oh, are these people really homeless?" And when they start asking that question, you know that the stigma's evaporated. There's just successful moments that happen for us every practice, every week.
How'd you wind up staging this event in DC, and why have you kept coming back?
Well, we were very fortunate that there's a film made called Kicking It by a DC director, Susan Koch. She's made a bunch of very important, amazing films. You should go, her company's called Cabin Films. Absolutely amazing. You should check it out. She did a film about the street soccer worldwide movement. We were one of the program's featured. Some of the producers in the film are also sports people, like Mark Ine, who owns the Castle Stadium, and Ted Leonsis and Sheila Johnson. So we just started, they saw our work and saw the impact it made, and we've been very, very fortunate that they've supported and wanted to bring this to DC, so they've really done it.
Do you see yourself staying here for a while?
To be in DC, listen, we feel like there's a lot of unfinished business to do here. There's a lot more people to touch. We want to build a DC local program, and we love Castle Stadium, so we want to get an early date so we can really get the entire community involved in 2012.
How can people who are watching this, who are just learning about your organization, get involved?
You can go to our homepage, streetsoccerusa.org, and just sign up on our volunteer list. It's an easy sign-in, and we will direct you to a local street soccer program, and a coordinator will tell you how to get involved, whether it's coming to a practice, whether it's buying a t-shirt, or whether it's just following us and spreading the word. It's all a big help.